11:02 on a Friday. Glad to have you with us. We are back with the second episode of Building the Browns that we've done today. This is going to be episode 11 for the 2024 offseason. We missed the playoffs. We were 7-9. Not good. This is what our team is looking like right now, and we've got a tough task ahead of us in the offseason. Odell Beckham has neglected or rejected our contract offer. The wide receiver we traded for, Bernard Bond, has also rejected our contract offers to this point. Aaron Donald retired, which means that only offseason acquisition that we have from last season is Mr. Rankins here, Sheldon Rankins. And this is, I'll show you what we have for contract negotiations for re-signing players. There's Odell. He's rejected it. Bernard Bond, Roberto Aguayo, and then all these guys that I'm okay with leaving because you know we can find some better players. So if we can re-sign Odell, that'll be great. If not, we will have to go another direction, but we are going to need to sign a wide receiver regardless. And Odell really has regressed quite a bit. He's down to an 88 overall. So you'd think we'd be able to find something better. So we have $54 million in cap room. A lot of that cap room went to Odell. So what does this guy want? Might be able to sign this guy. Only 27. I'm okay with the 7-year deal. Let's see if he even closely. Okay, so we're on his radar. We need corners. This guy's only 28. You just max out the deals, so you know, because we can be committed to these guys for a while. Andrew Luck, we could sign at age 35. Here's Bernard Bond. Okay with giving him a big time deal. There's Aguayo. He's the kicker I want. We'll just get our initial offer in on him. This wouldn't be much of a increase. So basically what we need to just improve. So at strong safety, this guy, we can definitely offer him this contract and feel good about it. We're going to have to do some upping on these offers. And, of course, it might be worth seeing who we can release and free up some cap space so we can improve our team in other phases of the game. So right now we are hurting at wide receiver. We're probably going to have to trade for one with our draft picks. Usually a first and a second, maybe a first, second, and third will be able to do that for us. So here we are with $27 million in cap space left. I want to get a starting bid in on Tyrann Mathieu. That'll be big time for us if we can get him. Odell does not have any bids at the moment. So let's give him a lowball offer just to get our interest in him known. It's his only offer right now, which means it may be his only offer. And then at quarterback, Andrew Luck is the top-rated free agent quarterback. We got Dak Prescott in here, Andrew Luck, Carson Wentz, Nolan Weber, Derek Carr. I'm intrigued to get Andrew Luck, but I think we're going to stick it out with Jackson Hobgood-Chittick. He's an 87 overall, so Andrew Luck would not be an improvement in overall rating. We still have Le'Veon Bell, so no need to improve at running back. He's an 86. I do want to get a fullback. And we don't need a superstar, so we'll go for this guy who's got the lowest, or he's the highest overall, but has no bids yet. At wideout, we have 3 guys who we are looking at, all 80-plus overalls, so we are all set for that for the moment. Tight end, we still have Gronk. We could use a backup. And none of these guys have bids, so Let's get it a little lower and up it a year. Save us some money. So that'll give us 7.7 in cap before we've cut anybody. So if we need to up any offers, we can do that. So let's see what we have. Oh no. Cutting Jackson Hobgood-Chittick would save us a ton of money. Same with cutting Gronk. But we can't cut Gronk, otherwise we're going to be screwed at tight end. Well, I hate to do this, but he's going to save us a ton of money. So we may have to go out and get Andrew Luck after all. That's going to help us out big time. A 63 overall D tackle? No, we don't need him. So we can cut him, save ourselves $1 million. All these guys that don't... Yeah, see, we really can't cut Gronk as much as money as it would save us. It's just not practical. And then another backup defensive tackle, we can go ahead and cut him. We still have Rankins, so there won't be any need to go and sign a big-time defensive tackle. You can sign maybe a second stringer. Somebody's returning from injury. I don't know who he is. So let's go back and see, because we just freed ourselves a ton of cap space. Look at that. Now we have 23.8 million. So let's go and get our bid in. We could go and re-sign Jackson Hobgood-Chittick anyway. No bids on him yet. Could get Andrew Luck at 35. Let's just go ahead and sign him to a $7 million deal. That'll give us $14 million in cap. We're probably not saving ourselves any money there, but he's the best option, and if we really can save ourselves money, then it'll be worth it. This offer, we're going to have to up it a ton. I don't know if upping the years is going to help. 93 points to 115. Hey. This is really not practical. 100 points, my goodness. Maybe he wants more of a bonus. Let's see what this gives us. Only 104 points. I'm going to say that this is just not going to happen. So let's save ourselves the money there. There we go. We're tops on him. Odell, we could probably pay a little bit more, but for now we're going to leave it. This wide receiver we have to up our deal on. We still have 21 million in cap, so that's going to be big. So if we can get this and still have like 15 million in cap space left and get the top deal on all these guys, that's going to be big time for us. I don't think that's going to put us to the top yet. Nope. Close, though. So we'll go up a little bit more on Dior Nunley, cornerback. Bond, we don't have to up it too much. Still have 20 million in cap space. Aguayo. This guy doesn't really want to sign with us. We'll up it just a little bit to sweeten the deal. And then there we go. So we have 19.9 million in cap space still available. Tyrann Mathieu is not going to happen, I don't think. We're going to go and get these guys that don't have any bids. There we go. I think if we signed all these guys, that would be one hell of an offseason. And that would go a long way towards making us Super Bowl contenders again. So let's see what the damage is after the first week of free agency. So Nunley's on, Dior Nunley. He's a corner at 28 years old. Vic Beasley, at 33 years old, a linebacker, he's on. Jihad Ward, 31-year-old, 81 overall, left defensive end. Strong safety, Xavier Shirley. Bernard Bond is on after he initially didn't accept our contract offer. We signed a fullback, Blair Lott. Didn't get another receiver in Jackson Mears. Tight end Dex Burge signs on. Jackson Hobgood Chittick is back. Roberto Aguayo is on. And so is the right guard Prentice Hutchins. So let's see what is left in our negotiations. I think everything but Odell. We could just... Oh, see, now Odell's got bids. That's not good. I think we might have to just forget Odell here. Oh, that's negative. That's going to put us in the negative. Okay, so we will have to let Odell go, but that's going to free us up $7 million in cap space. So, oh, do we need a punter? Do we not have a punter? We do not have a punter. I accidentally let our punter go. So we're going to have to sign him, or at least somebody. Maybe not a guy with such flowing locks this next time. Select the punters, damn it. 32. We could go for a younger punter. How about this guy? Stanley Gunn. He's the only... We're the only team that's bid on him. So now let's go for depth. We could use a backup running back. These are all pretty solid options. And that's going to drain us on cap space. So I think we're going to let that go. Fullback, we don't need a backup for. Wide receiver, we could go get... We could try. Let's see what we can do with this. Nope, nowhere close. Okay. So we should just probably let this go wide receiver-wise. I was going to say, is that Antoine Randall L? Andres Randall L. Tight end, we did sign a backup tight end in Burge, so we should be set for that position. Left tackle, we could use an improvement. How about the former Michigan man, Taylor Lewan? Let's see if he wants to sign on. Not really, but that would help us out tremendously. Let's just go ahead and sim to next week and see if he accepts that offer. We were the only bid for him. So unless anything changes there. So we have a punter and we have a left tackle. So that's good. I didn't mean to go into scouting here, so we'll back out of this real fast. And then acknowledge this. And then we are good to sim to the NFL draft. So, I don't know what we have for draft picks. I know we've traded away the majority of our picks by design. It's what I've been doing the last couple seasons, and it seemed to work out pretty well. We filled a lot of positions of need with solid veterans by doing that. So, all right, returning from injury, Bernard Bond. I think we must have had a lot of injuries last year because it really, I mean, we were really bad. So, okay, so now we're all B pluses, Bs, and Cs here. The only thing we could really use to improve on offense is right tackle. Defense is all right, I guess. We're not terrible, but we could definitely be better. So let's see what the draft brings us. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick. I don't anticipate trading up in the draft. Let's see what we have for draft picks. Practice squad picks. Okay, so we have a 4th, 5th, 6th, and a 7th. We could probably turn these into more picks. So I am going to go ahead and skip to our next user pick.
Adam, what can you tell us about him?
His team had one of the best rushing defenses in college this
We'll
season.
go ahead and resume, and we are going to trade our pick away.
Teams eventually abandoned the run game altogether after they averaged only 1 to 2 yards per carry in the first half.
Not that much going on. This is a 4th-round pick we're trading away. So let's go ahead and get 2 picks for next year, 3rd and a 5th.
Seemed to keep one eye on the handoff and the other searching for him.
Didn't mean to do that.
It was too late to react. He's one of the best tacklers to come out in years.
So let's go back and sim.
Soon and help them stop the run.
All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more.
That'll just be the strategy. Is just trade our picks away. Oh, see, this I like. A third-round pick. That is big time.
Organized team activities. This immediately raised some red flags among scouting circles around the league. However,
trade our pick away again. Don't know what you're going to get for a 6th, and not much. We do have a 4th round in there. Let's get this one. Let's go ahead and get that one. So a 4th round pick and a 6th round pick next year for a 6th round pick this year. And I doubt what. See, this is ridiculous. They're going to give us a 4th round pick next year for a 7th round pick this year.
We've got a trade.
Well, there we go. So we've stocked up on draft picks again. That's going to do it for this draft. And we won't do any adjusting the rosters. Okay, so now we need a wide receiver. I don't understand that. Oh, a 3rd wide receiver. Okay. So let's go up to the preseason so we can trade our current draft picks for some talent. And, of course, some cheap talent because we don't have any cap space. Rob Gronkowski is available to play again. That is fantastic. Does that change anything on our team? No. Okay, so let's get in here and trade away some draft picks. I don't really know what I want to trade yet, so let's just go in here and see. Get an 81 overall. I feel like we can get better, but we will take a quick look. 83 overall, under $1 million. That'd be all right. Oh, what was that? Right here for the Colts. Oh, he's only 80 overall. Never mind. 83. 80 overall for 50K. Now that is something I might be interested in. He's 24. We'll go past him for now, just see if there's anything higher. I like that, but he's not very high overall. Ooh, 81 overall for 310K. Gilbert Willie from the Carolina Panthers. Let's try to get this guy. Let's give him a 2nd and a 3rd and see if they'll take it. Trade declined. Okay. So, let's give him a 2nd, 3rd. Accepted. There we go. So a 2nd, 3rd, and a 3rd for the next year's draft gets us a 3rd wide receiver, so that'll fill a hole. And let's see what that does. Gives us a B-, which I am more than okay with. So now, on offense, all we need is a right tackle. So let's find ourselves a cheap one. A cheap, good one, preferably. 81 overall for 500. This is it. I don't need to look any farther. So we do still have a 1st round pick, but it's not where I want to head just yet. Let's see if this will do it. I don't think it will. Would put the other team over the salary cap. Well, that's interesting. So what do we have surplus-wise? Do we have anything that we have a surplus of? They need a defensive tackle. I don't think we have a surplus of defensive tackle. No, we don't. Corner? I don't think we have a surplus in corner either. Well, no, not really. Halfback, we only have 1. Tight end. We could give him this guy. It's going to set us back, though, I think. 78 overall, and that's still going to put them over the cap. Okay. Well, so maybe it's not this guy. Let's go ahead and try and find somebody else at the right tackle position. What was that? Oh, 73 overall. Nope, can't do that. Kyle Furry from the Philadelphia Eagles. They've got some cap room. I don't want to part ways with that 1st rounder just yet. There we go, a 3rd, a 4th, and a 4th, and that gets us a cheap right tackle. That is fantastic. All right, so let's take a look at the offense now. We should be all set here. Nothing is in the red, which is all we want. Defensive-wise, I know there's going to be something. Really, the only thing is strong safety. And other than that, we're all set. So, at strong safety, what can we get? I didn't want free agents, I want trade center. With a first-round pick, you'd think we'd be able to get something pretty substantial at strong safety. So let's see. Oh, that was an 85 overall for $700K. Corey Evans, 26 years old. Let's see if we can find a better option. I doubt it. That's a pretty good option right there, I will say. 360K. Now, see, that's not bad. He's only 23. He's got room to grow. This I like better. This I like better for giving up the first rounder. If that's even what we have to do. I doubt they're going to take this. Oh, that's actually really close. Okay. That was a lot closer than I expected it to be. So let's go ahead and throw a third in from next year. And that's good. Wow. So we don't even have to give up our first round pick yet. Okay. So what else can we get for this first rounder? On defense, we are pretty set. I mean, now we can go for depth, which is fantastic, because I didn't think we were going to have this luxury. People are a lot willing to trade young talent this year than they were a year ago. Well, let's see if a first-round pick will get us Hotel back, wherever he is. I don't know where he signed. Well, see, that's not logical, because he's got so much, I can't think of the word. So much cap. So I think I know what I'm going to do. We are going to find ourselves a nice young 80 overall-ish tight end to maybe sometime down the road replace Gronk. So we will go to the trade center here, and that will be... Or we could just go and upgrade position instead of going for depth right away. Free safety is the top one to upgrade. I really don't like... No. You don't think a first overall pick would... or a first round pick would get us quarterback, do you? Where's one of them 99s? Oh, see, this guy got a big time deal. So we can't get him. Harris Eubanks. How about a first round pick? Jackson Hobgood-Chittick. And another first round pick. I don't think there's any way they take this. Closer than I thought, in all reality. So, second round pick? Huh? And it's going to put us over the cap. So, let's go and get them a wide receiver. They don't need one. But let's just see if the talent level is still going to put us over the cap. My God. Okay, Bernard Bond. I don't want to part ways with him, but I will if it means we get this guy. And it's good. Oh, my goodness. We just got ourselves a 99 overall quarterback. Woo. That was big time. Oh, my goodness. So the guy that they wouldn't trade away a year ago, Harris Eubanks, we just signed him. Oh, look at those locks. Oh, no. Can we get rid of those? Is that possible? I don't think it is. Select face. Okay, we can. Let's just make him... Let's make him this guy. Oh. I am doing some non-legit things. We can select his skin tone. Choose from a better selection of faces. Well, we don't want him to be that dark, so let's go for that. Don't want to completely change his ethnicity. Right there. Right there. For Mr. Eubanks. Out of Texas. We could put him the odd number 98. or number 1. Let's just make him number 1. Hell. That'll be fun. All right, so we got ourselves a 99 overall quarterback. Somehow, some way. It hurt us wide receiver-wise. So I don't think we have enough cap space to do anything here. Antoine Norman. Well, if we can... No, that's going to put us over the cap. Okay. Well, let's just... Well, our last order of business is going to be to get a better than 66 overall wide receiver with a couple of these other picks. That is what the order of business will be. At wide receiver. Oops, not for our team, for the other team. I'd be okay with like a 70-something overall, if that's what we have to settle for. How about this guy, Darren Cole? Let's go get those draft picks out of here. No, there's no way this goes through, right? No, okay. Well, do we have a surplus of anything? Oh, we didn't trade Jackson Hopkins-Chittick? What? Is that right? Oh, yeah, they didn't want him. Let's take the... well, no, if we're going to trade away a quarterback at 87 overall, hell, we can get a better wide receiver than that. Let's go and get a good... but a good cheap one. We don't need to... we don't have a whole lot of money to spend, so we will be content with whatever we can get. That is for certain. So like an 85 overall, 83 overall. I'd be okay with that, but let's see what else there is. '83 overall, and how about... oops, I didn't mean to do that. And how about a 3rd round pick? Nowhere close. So they're not in on Jackson Hopgood-Chittick. Okay. Somebody else was. Was it the Colts? I feel like it was the Colts. Yeah. Okay. I'd be content with this. Okay, and it's good. All right, so let's take a look. One final look at our team for the 2024 offseason. We're all right now at wide receiver. That'll be quite all right. And we have a 99 overall quarterback, and he's only 25. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be one hell of an offense. I think if they get into rhythm in the regular season, that'll be pretty good. Defensively, we're all right. We could be worse, that's for sure. So what do we get? Guys, that's going to do it. I'm actually going to do episode 12 right after this. We're just going to end this one just so we can have some closure on the 2024 season. I'm going to sim the 2025 season, and I will see you in the playoffs, hopefully, for 2025. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you in about 10 minutes. Take care.